to the Morning Sprint. Thanks for joining us. My name is Japhanie Gray, and you know we have a good time in this time of the morning. I hope you guys are staying warm today because it is cold. It's not nearly as cold as it was yesterday, but it's still cold to where the snow is still caked up on the top of Charlie, my Jeep, and it has ice all in it. It's just, like I told you, the day of a snow, always the prettiest day. Super pretty. You got that fluffy, nice snow. But the couple days afterwards, it get all gray and nasty. Like, I absolutely do not like that because you got the ice, you got all that stuff. I actually almost busted on my way getting in my vehicle today. So if you guys are getting out and about today, please be careful because there's ice patches all over the place from the leftover stuff. And get this, even though it's not going to be as cold as it has been yesterday and throughout this week, another Arctic blast is coming in. So we got meteorologist Chris Michael's going to be joining us later on to give you kind of like an update on why we're issuing a weather authority alert day for tomorrow, kind of give you guys the preview of what's to be expected this weekend. But for right now, on the Morning Sprint, we go over the different stories that are either trending or keeping you smiling, seeing the good that's happening in our community, and also scratching your head, and also putting yourself in somebody else's shoes, and you're thinking to yourself, would I do that? And yes, I got the perfect example of this because this right here is a whole situation, man. We got to get you guys in the know about this story about this dude who saved his dog from a coyote. And if you're looking at your screen, you see that is an actual coyote in his hand, and that's a little bitty Roxy right by his foot. So he ain't playing no games. My question to you is, would you do this? would you go out your way? Because I always say this, there's something about that parental instinct of protecting your babies, and I think that jumped in his situation. So, yeah. This is coming up later on in the sprint. We're going to get into the details on that. But first and foremost, we got to talk about some cool things that are happening in our communities around to try to do things that will help areas that are struggling. For example, school leaders in Southside taking a unique approach to making up for the learning loss that happened during the pandemic. Get this, Saturday School on the Table is a part of a program dubbed Take Off with DPS. It's designed to help students in grades 3rd through the 8th with math and reading. And get this, even though tutors and stuff will have to be called in on Saturdays, they could get up to $400 pay each Saturday. That's a lot of money. So the tutoring program, which was created in response to the governor's all-in initiative, runs through May. I pray for the best on this. Like, I think this will be a really good deal for students who definitely need that help, students who would like to get ahead. I honestly, if I was in this type of situation, I would take this option up because, again, if you're a 3rd through 8th grader, you ain't got much to do. You ain't got no job. You could go to school for a few extra hours and I would take advantage of it if there's an option to step ahead or move ahead. Let's get it over with, man, because, being in school, not the most fun thing to do, but it can be, and you can do and make it happen, especially when you are making sure you're investing in your own future as far as higher education or your careers, whatever you want to do. I would take this up. So, that's a really cool initiative that's happening over there in Danville. Moving on over to some other cool stuff, man. If you go to Carilion Giles Community Hospital, you can expect to see 2 new employees. And get this, it's a robotic team. It's very cool. Look at that little guy. Look at that. That everyday demand for someone in the medical field can be difficult. And with the 2 new robotic employees, the Moxie Rocket robots, hospital leaders are hoping to take away some of the stress.
It's very helpful to me to be able to call Moxie with the push of a button and she'll come. I can give her my labs that I've went ahead and collected on my patient and she can take that to the lab for me.
So even though Moxie is just starting, staff says that the robots are already making a difference, saving them time, and they're using the Carilion Giles as a test run for more hospitals in the area. Look, it blinks. Look at the little blinking. And the funniest thing to me is it got like got a little beanie on it. So either way, that's how man. Technology is getting super crazy. And if this could do something that could help staff, that's always a blessing, I think, because they are already overworked. Those of you who are in the medical industry, man, I take my hat off to you because the things that you guys have had to go through and do and stress and the hours. Oh my gosh. So if a robot can help step in and save you that extra walk or two, do it. I think this will be a good investment. I'm pretty sure we're going to be seeing a lot of these things happening around especially with this cool, up-to-date, virtual reality, all that stuff. I would be surprised if every hospital in the nation didn't have robots by, let's say, 2026. I'm going to just throw that number out there. I think that's something that a lot of places are working to get. We know it's cold outside, and we know that if we're cold, our animals are cold. So we need to make sure we keep them in the know when it comes down to keeping them safe in this winter weather. Any temperatures below freezing can be harmful and cause hypothermia. Experts say that you should limit their exposure to the cold, even on walks, and make sure to clean off their paws. It's also recommended that you bring animals inside or add straw to their bedding and keep an eye on water and food bowls to make sure that they are not freezing over.
Make sure you have a good supply of your pet's needs, so food and long-term prescriptions, which sometimes can be an afterthought, but if your pet needs long-term prescriptions and a big storm's coming through, we don't know what the road conditions or closures are going to be like, make sure to be on that early and get them on hand.
So if you're worried about your pet, veterinarians suggest checking their temperature or feeling if their paws are cold. So again, if we're cold, them juggles are cold. So do what you can to keep them warm and safe. Don't want any awful, unfortunate incidents where animals frozen over. Like, that is just the worst thing that you can even imagine. But speaking of cold temperatures, you already know that there are a lot of warming shelters that are opening up right now. A lot of people are preparing for this Arctic blast and dealing with what we're dealing with right now. So if you need to look into some shelters or warming centers or anything that you would like to check into to figure out how to stay stay warm, go to our website, WSLS.com, and you will also find there tips on how to make sure your home is prepared, say your pipes and how to keep your faucet dripping, stuff like that. So go to our website, WSLS.com, because when the cold comes through, it ain't playing. And speaking of not playing, let's get to meteorologist Chris Michaels, who joins us now with our Thursday forecast.
Hey there, guys. Another round of Weather Authority alert days. Tomorrow morning, we see some light snow and a little bit of mixed precip south of US 460. That would be very early on. By Saturday, it's another round of bitter cold air. That's going to linger through the weekend. We'll turn the temperatures around, however, heading into next week.
All right, Chris, thank you so much. And again, you heard the boy. We're going to have a winter weather authority alert day. So many different acronyms here. That's going on tomorrow, but to keep you guys prepared, make sure you download those apps so you'll be in the know. I do want to show you guys this picture because that snow that we got was freaking awesome. It was beautiful. A lot of kids got out and about and did their things. Even little Emerson here. Look at this. This is the cutest little picture. Look, Emerson's first snow. This is coming in from Cam Peel. Thank you so much for sending this. And as you can see, he's as happy as he wants to be. Oh my goodness. I absolutely love it because, again, it just shows the joy in a child's face. It brings you back to your childhood, the movies of everybody just enjoying, snow in general. But the fact that this dude is like camoed into the snow, so I just had to show this picture because it's definitely took my breath away when I was going through our pennant page today to see what all you guys have sent in. This one definitely took the cake. So thank you so much, Cam, for sending in this little angel. We'll be sure to showcase any more pictures that you guys would like to send to us through our pennant page. If you got, I know some little snow flurries and stuff may happen throughout this weekend. You got some more pictures you want to take, send them my way because I would love to showcase them and give you guys a shout out with how cool your lives are. Speaking of cold weather, everybody loves them some coffee, but get this, Coffee and Donuts making headlines because over in, let me see, where is this located? This is Braven in Lynchburg. People wrapped around the building, y'all. Look at this. Hundreds of people brave the brutally cold temperatures. The opening of the new Dunkin Donuts in Lynchburg. A line of people wrapped around the building, the new Timberlake Road location, while some camped out overnight. That's because, get this, apparently they love their coffee because the first 50 customers won free coffee for a year. There were also giveaways throughout the day and a check presentation for Special Olympics and Liberty and Lynchburg Police. You saw that right there. The Next Generation store is the first Virginia location that owned by a local franchise. Opening marks the relaunch of Dunkin' in Lynchburg, Roanoke area with more stores planned across the state. So, yeah, man, I don't know if anything is that good for me to wrap around the building or go camping for. I'm not throwing shade to nobody out there who did it. That's on you. Do your thing, boo, whatever you want to do to make you happy. But, ooh, you are braver than me. Because with these cold temperatures, man, ain't no way in the world sitting out there that long for a cup of coffee every day. But again, it might be different for me if it was something else, like, you know what I'm saying, something that I was really I'm on board, like a dog ticket or something. I don't even know about that. I just people who camp outside of openings and stuff like that, you are built different from me. I can tell you that much. So, hey, those of you who got that free coffee for a year, the first 50 people, congratulations, man. That is also, I bet that was pretty fun knowing that you were going in. And Duncan, that was a way to open it up, man. I tell you, it make a lot of people excited about your establishment and business being in the community, one. But the fact of the matter that you guys were just giving treats and awards and stuff like that, it makes a person want to go check out Dunkin'. I tell you, the first time I've ever been to a Dunkin' was actually when I moved here. I've never been to a Dunkin' Donuts before moving to Roanoke. And I think it was like 2 years ago when we did the pay it forward deal, where through the drive-throughs, people would come through and we would give people like the gift cards or WSLS apparel. It was a really fun thing. It's like basically encouraging people to pay it forward. Maybe you want to pay for the person behind you and so on and so on. Either way, that was my first time going to a Dunkin' Donut. Hey, and I will say, it's not bad. Not bad at all. So here's a really weird story we got to get to. And this is one of those stories where I'm just like, people need to stop playing so much. They need to stay on Earth and remain on Earth and stop trying to trigger something outside of this world. That's what one Kentucky city is trying to do. They're trying to up their tourism by calling the aliens in. I'm not playing. Lexington Convention and Visitors Bureau created an extraterrestrial guide to the city. It includes pictures of the local scenery as well as the molecular structures of water and bourbon. And with the blessings of the FAA, they beamed the message to Earth-sized planets 40 light years away. Also sent an audio recording of local blues music and a quote saying, "Come to Lexington. We have horses and bourbon. Just don't eat us." The fact that you got to add "just don't eat us" in that message means why are you playing with fire, man? Leave these, I'm just the type of person where I know a lot of people just like, there is no such thing as aliens, blah, 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 blah. I've never personally seen an alien, but I'm not going to stand on that token and say that there's no such thing as that, because guess what? We don't know what all is in the ocean, the deepest parts of the ocean. So with that being said, I don't want to play or flirt around with any possibilities, because Lord knows we already went through a pandemic. We've been through so much. Leave the outside life to the outside. Because like I said, have you ever seen the movie War of the Worlds? You go to War of the Worlds, you watch the movie, and there was this little bitty cold rock, little thing that people got curious about. And the little thing came out the ground, was like, meh, like that type of stuff. Or signs, and like these creatures, I don't know if they're friendly, and I don't care to know. But I'm just like, if they let them enjoy all the other planets that they have out there, I'm pretty sure if they are real, they got spaceships, they can go to and from, no matter wherever they want to go. They can go wherever they want. And if they hadn't been to Earth yet, so they say, we got those UFO sightings and stuff. But if they technically haven't been to Earth to let their presence known yet, there ain't nothing about this place that they won't. So stop trying to attract them to it. That's just me, guys. There's some people out there who love aliens and love that whole, the excitement of it. I'm just one where I'm just like, leave them jokers alone. Don't tick them off. I don't want them saying hey to me. I don't want any type of interaction with an alien, because you know what? I don't feel like them jokers trying to go to war with us, and we already struggling as it is with the mess that's happening right here on Earth. Let's just stay on Earth, handle our business here, and don't invite anything else until we get our lives together. That's my standpoint. What is yours? Okay, so that's, as you can tell, I was passionate about that. I'm just like, leave that stuff alone, man. Don't be messing with it. Moving on. Okay, so we got to get to this story that I was telling you guys about, the cool story where this pet owner actually was just like, yo, man, you ain't touching my dog. So he stepped into action to save his little chihuahua. Take a look at this. Like, what in the world? Look, first of all, that's a big man. Second of all, this man, he ain't playing. He took it's the funniest thing ever. So there's a coyote jumping to attack the little pup named Roxy when her owner jumped in to save her.
I would have been all right, even if I had got bit and got rabies or something. I know I could get treated for him, but if she had got bit, it was over.
I think the funny part about this too is that people always like big, like my dad is a big dude, and he has a little Chihuahua. And look at that Chihuahua; it's ready to go with protection, man. It says the owner went to the doctor and got 9 rabies shots. It says that he feels good. Will now keep the coyote-proof vest on Roxy when she goes outside. He still says that he'll do it again to keep Roxy safe. I don't blame him, but the fact is, it's like this big man in this tiny chihuahua, that's one thing. And then another thing is the fact that he just picks this coyote up by the tail, walks him, throws him in the trash can. That could be so many cool, like, you know how when you're competing on teams like high schools and stuff, and you got sometimes the high school like coyotes and stuff. That would be a good little billboard, I think, for the opposing team to use, like, hey, we about to throw you in the trash. But my thing is that look at Roxy. Roxy is talking so much stuff right now. Roxy know good and well if it wasn't for Daddy, look at her clowning. Try like she really doing something. Look cute self. Well, hey, Daddy stepped in the way he was, and I'm super duper happy about that because again, Lord knows we do not need like that. That would just be the most devastating thing to witness is your animal getting attacked. And my thing is, I would do that. Like I think Bo, because he's much bigger than me, pretty sure he could hold his own. But honestly, I would fight to tooth and nail to protect my baby. But let's get to Jazzy Jazz. I just want to know what her thoughts are. Jazz, are you with me?
Good morning.
Hey, girl, how you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you doing?
I am good, girl. What do you think about this guy coming in?
Look, I would do it for my dog too, because I'm a dog mom, and my dog, he weighs about 8 pounds.
Yeah.
For some reason, he thinks he's bigger than life. So he's always barking at everything, and it's been a few times where I had to save his little tail. So I know we have this big pit bull that's right across the street from us. His name is Striker. And every time he sees my little dog, he just goes off. And he's barking.
Oh, gosh.
And then my dog, for whatever reason, he'll run to the fence and be barking at him and like clawing the fence. And there was one time where I remember I went inside because we have a fenced-in yard. And I remember I went inside, I let him out, and next thing you know, I hear him barking like crazy, like a really aggressive bark.
Yeah.
And I run outside, and I see this pit bull like scratching at the thing, and I see some legs scratching. And that pit bull is large.
Yeah.
He's about as tall as me.
Yeah.
So I was scared, but I had to hurry up and grab him.
Oh my gosh.
Away. So yeah, I think I would have done the same thing.
Yes.
Because obviously, like your adrenaline starts pumping when you shoot like that. I want to save your little like puppy. It's like the part of the family.
Yes.
So, yeah, I would definitely probably just jump in and save him if that was to happen to my little dog.
And then like the funny part about it is, again, it's so cute when I see big men with tiny little dogs and how they would do anything for them. But the fact that he just whipped the coyote up by the tail and threw it in the trash can, that was perfect.
Yeah, because not only did he, because see, I don't know if I would have been brave enough to actually grab the coyote. But I would have saved him. But the fact that he actually had the coyote by his tail, that was insane. Props to him, because he's willing to go to extreme lengths to keep his little dog safe. So that's good.
Yes.
Like I said, I'm part of the family. So if anything happens to him, I'm jumping in to save the day.
Amen. Hey, Jess, do we have any viewers or comments today?
We have a bunch of viewers. We don't have any comments, but this is a crazy video, so I imagine we'll have some later. And if you're catching up on the morning sprint later throughout the day, feel free to leave a comment. Again, we read all of you guys' comments, and we love hearing from you guys. So you can leave a comment on our website at WSWest.com, Facebook, YouTube, however you want to do it. But all in all, we would love to hear from you guys.
Perfecto. And Jazz, one more time, I know that we're gearing up for another Weather Authority Alert Day. So is there a way so people can go back or make sure that they're in the know about everything?
Yeah, absolutely. So we have a Weather Authority Alert Day issued for Friday through Saturday due to just wintry weather conditions. An Arctic blast is on the way to our area. We might see some light snow Thursday night into tomorrow morning. So we're working for you to just track everything and keep you guys on weather aware. Just make sure you're updated on just changing weather patterns and things like that. We have an appcast tomorrow at 7:05 a.m. and Chris Michaels will provide an update on road conditions, how much snow we're expecting to see, and when we'll warm up again. So I know me, even for myself, I'm pretty tired of this cold weather and the snow and the icy conditions. So he'll let us know how much snow we're expecting to see, how the roads look, and also when we're going to warm up again. So as always, you can see that by just heading to WSLS.com, watching out for our Facebook live streams, and also watching out for YouTube when we go live. And make sure you download our 10 News app as well as our 10 News weather app, because you'll be able to get updates in real time, and you'll also be able to see as soon as we go live on the 10 News app. So please just stay weather aware. If you don't have to go out tomorrow, please just stay home. We'd rather you stay safe. And as always, we're working for you to keep you updated on the latest weather conditions.
Perfecto, Jazz. Well, thank you so much, girlie.
All right, bye.
Bye. All right, guys, we're about to roll out of here. But yes, please, if you have any comments that you would like to add to this when you see it later, please drop it in the comment section, because we would love to give you guys some type of shout out or some type of conversation, because again, it's a back and forth kind of deal. Thank you so much for joining us today on this Thursday. We're going to be back on Monday for sure at WSLS.com, the morning sprint. I'm taking tomorrow off. I have to go through some days that I earned. So yeah, I'm going to have like a relaxing day. But I'm going to the Rail Yard Dog game tonight. So go Dogs. Let's make sure they win so that we can rest tomorrow. But I need another win, my babies. They're doing such a good job this season so far. They've been really, really going hard in the paint. So if you guys go down to the Dogs game, I will see you there. But for right now, I'll see you guys later on the Morning Sprint, WSLS.com.